Hello, my name is Amanda Whiting and I own Pedalsliders harp books, which you probably recognise from this one, 12 jazzy Christmas songs, and this range with the contemporary sounds and the easy jazz and blues, and the intermediate, which has green sleeves and wibbly waltz, which lots of people know. But my recent books have been a PDF called When the World Paused, written in the pandemic. This one here, an introduction to jazz for the beginner classical harpist, and a jazz lever harp companion. But it's this one I want to look at today. This book for me was a bridge for classical harpists into the world of jazz. And I wanted to look at all of the elements which make up jazz and what we find difficult as classical harpists to try and understand how to get from one genre into the other. So this book covers all of the elements which I feel are very important. The first chapter is listening to your sound, just trusting your ears and keeping it nice and simple. The first chapter looks at semibreves and minims and crotchets, just nice rhythms. Chapter 2 is getting a little bit more to do with rhythm, and in jazz, like any genre, rhythm is really, really important, and you can do so much work away from the harp on rhythm. But the element of jazz, which is different to classical, is swing, and that's all to do with the quavers. So chapter 2 and 3 look at the quaver swing rhythm. The chapter 4 is all about the harmony, adding sevenths in and the spicier sounds. And chapter 5 is about improvising. They are the key elements of jazz. So it's a very gentle book, very, very gentle. It allows you just to take your time on it and slowly get into playing in a jazzy style. So I'm going to put these down and I'm going to have a look at a few of the pieces with you. So the first chapter, as I said, is about listening to your sound and making a lovely sound, and letting your ears guide you, letting yourself add some dynamics in, letting yourself add shaping into the music, making it musical. It's a very simple piece. It's called First Day. All of these pieces can be played on jazz pedal harp or even just harp, and lever harp, of course. We can adapt them as we go. So this one is just minims and crotchets. So you can use any fingers you like. You don't have to link them. You just want to do all twos. It just depends where you are with your studies. Nice and simple, very gentle, but it's all about the counting as well and making it sound really beautiful. So there's lots of lovely pieces in that style, and as we go along, a few more interesting things just chilling. So you can change your dynamics there if you wanted to. Guide you. There's some blues and there's some waltzes. So as we go then into chapter 2, we're starting to look more at the quaver. Straight quavers, first of all. The quavers are, as they look on the page, you play them straight. So there's a piece called The Sun Has Gone, and this piece is just very beautiful. It's in the minor. So 1 and 2 and 3, and that's the tricky bit there. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and then that repeats. You might want to cross hands. I love that piece, it's so lovely. So that's the quavers, and there's some little areas in this book which look at they have boxes, alert boxes, and just help you to look at the rhythm. So when you get to those points, just stop, clap, read the box, and try and understand what it's saying at that point in the book. The counting is really, really important. And I know lots of people say, don't tap your foot, it's illegal. Well, it doesn't always look great if you're doing a classical piece on stage, but we have to hold our rhythm somewhere on us. We have to swallow the metronome, basically. So if that means your toe is moving inside your shoe just to ground you to the floor, I personally think that's absolutely great. It's helping you hold your beat. That's the beat. What you feel on the floor is the beat. Your fingers then play the rhythms. That's how you divide your beat. So try and really practice away from the harp, holding a beat, and then maybe with the other hand, 1 and 2 and 3, and practice rhythm. It'll make life so much easier. So halfway through the book, there's a piece called A Little Ditty, and it's in 2/4. It's very simple. So it's 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 2 and. Okay, now this piece is what bridges chapter 2 to chapter 3. That piece was in quavers, and this is where the jazz element starts. So quavers in classical music are 1, here's your crotchet, 1 and 2 and. In jazz, it becomes like a triplet, 1 E A, 2 E A, and we kind of silence that middle part of the triplet, 1 E A, 2 A, 3 A, 4 A, hump, T, dump, T. That's the swung quaver. 1 A, 2 A. So the imaginary E, 1 A, 2 A. It's still in there, but you have to feel it. 1 A, 2 A, 3 A, 4 A. And it looks identical on the page. This is the difference. And we know it's swung because it either says swung or because it has the 2 straight quavers equals a triplet. That's the vital part of this with swing and understanding swing. So that piece I just played you comes again in the book, except we're going to swing it this time, and we think of it as triplets. 1 E A, 2 E A. 1 E A, 2 E A, 1 E A, 2 E A, 1 E A, 2 E A, 1 A, 2 A. Does that make sense? 1 E A, 2 E A, 1 A, 2 E A, 1 A, 2 E A, 1. So this chapter 3, is so important because it helps you to understand the swing rhythm. So there's a whole chapter on that. Now then, chapter 4 starts just adding more interest in harmonies, sevenths, and just a little bit more interesting. And then the final chapter, I'm just scrolling along here to play for you, is about looking at improvising. Now then, I take 2 chords. One is D minor, D, F, A, C. We don't have to play the A. And A minor. Our harp is in C major. So the harp's in C major. And if you play a chord, if I just play a chord on every note of the scale, like this. So the first chord is C. The next chord is D minor because there's a minor third. D, F, A. E, G, B, that's E minor. F, A, C, F major. G, B, D is G chord. A, C, E, that's A minor. B, D, F, that's a B minor chord. And we're just going to stick another note on top, another third on top. So we get D, F, A, C. And we have A, C, E, G. Right, so between those 2 chords, you could just play the one chord, the D chord. Maybe on beat 1 of each bar. 1, 2, 3. Now my foot is tapping, okay? 1 to keep me grounded. 3, 4. And then you can pick something in the right hand, maybe one of the notes of the chord, the A note. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Then go to A minor. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. You can play anything you like. If you're hearing something in your head, even better, even better. So this book is introducing you to jazz and the elements of jazz, which are harmony, rhythm and improvising, and allowing you just to gently try it out. If you like it, then you can enter into the other books and try them out. But it's all about freedom, and it's all about letting your voice sing, letting your voice come out. Who are you? Who are you? What sounds do you like? What chords do you like? This is my favourite chord. That's me. That's my voice. What's yours? Try it out. I look forward to hearing from you all. Please let me know how you get on.